not Judge Ratha reading a letter that was actually addressed to the JP, okay, in court, wasting court's time. First and foremost, in my opinion, that letter was actually valid. Ratha, as always, will twist things because he lacks emotional intelligence, has no sense of professionalism, okay? So I don't know, like he does all these bad things, but also wants to be viewed as a good person. The reason why I say that the letter to me was actually valid, we've seen adjournments that were kind of like, okay, they'll say they're going for 15 minutes adjournments and it will take longer than 15 minutes, right? Did Urata not, wants to actually give Ukininda a whole month, okay, to focus on his studies, while at the same time was going in on Umgome Zulu when he was sick, where he was actually summoning him to court when he already had a signal to state that, hello, I am not fit to come to work. All right. So that person was raising concerns. And as a citizen and a member of the public, they had every right, okay, to actually do that. The JP would have responded how, okay, ever they should have responded. But Judge Ratha does all these bad things, but also wants to be seen as this good Samaritan, which is quite very weird because you lack emotional intelligence, okay? And you're not a professional. Let's talk about it. Hello, how welcome to Entertainment's Galore, and this is your girl, Missy. Please do like this video and subscribe to the channel if it is your first time here. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in.
Ordinary law-abiding South African citizen who is worried with what is going on with the Senzo's case. 1. If the case starts at 10 a.m., that will be an exception than a rule. 2. Notwithstanding the fact that the proceedings would have started at 10 or even 10:45, there will be a request for a short adjournment at 11:15. 3. The said short adjournment will be meant to take 15 minutes, but same will take up to 25 minutes or so. 4. And then at 1 o'clock, 1300 hours, there will be a request for a long adjournment until 1400 hours, that is 2 o'clock. And this must take 15 more minutes. 5. At 3 o'clock or 3:30 latest, there will be a request for an adjournment for the day. And then, of course, it talks about JP, what are the standing orders regarding hours that needs to be spent at high courts? Have we forgotten that there are families that need closure, both the bereaved and the suspects? At this rate, how much more will the said families and interested people have to wait before the outcome is known? Senzo's father passed on without knowing who killed his son. His mother too is not young anymore, and it looks like the same fate is awaiting her. I am hereby pleading for your intervention in this regard. You know, the JP sent this thing to me on Friday at home. He says, well, I trust you are well, meaning me, Ratha. Please see correspondence below for your attention. You know what X me? This guy is basically saying we don't work.
Well, he's entitled to his opinion.
No, but he mustn't then write this thing. He must, because the JP, it says it's for my attention. This gentleman says, once you have got in here at 10 o'clock, you must get out at 4 o'clock. You mustn't even go to the toilet.
That's what it's saying.
Yeah. You mustn't go to the toilet. You mustn't go for tea. You mustn't be sick. And then also he's basically saying,
Doesn't understand.
yeah, no, I know he doesn't. But you see, this is what happens in this country of ours. He doesn't understand that if you call a witness, Mr. Baloyi, like Steenkamp from George, if he misses a plane, we are just in a bad situation. We have to start when he comes at 11. You see, now he doesn't even understand that there are prisoners here who must be processed at Mampuru, Leokop, and Moda B. With him, everybody must be here at 10. I think he must be a president of South Africa because
Well, in the perfect world, everything works, according to clockwork. But there are some inherent problems, like the accused haven't arrived.
yeah, that's it. Like Mr. Ngomezulu was sick here in court. He says, no, once he's sick, you must push on. It's his business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And-
basically usho njalo Muslims.
And
witnesses
get tired.
Yeah, like-
they need to
Yeah, like
take a
Pinky
refresher
Cunningham,
break. Yes. Yeah.
the lady who was having flu, when she
Yes.
was giving evidence here, even trying.
Yes.
According to this guy, if we say she must go and attend to her health to a doctor, we are wasting time. She must push on. Like Brigadier Geninda now is writing exams. According to this gentleman, you are not supposed to write exams.
Well,
You must just come here at 10 and get out at 4.
Send to best copies that
No, it just X me. You can accuse me of anything but checking work. I can tell you, other judges, for instance, they would have insisted if they're retired like me, because the regulations say if you're staying more than 50 kilometers from court, the government must give you a car. And the government must give you a chauffeur. And in a case like this, they would also give you a security. I drive myself here every day. Every day. And then here's this gentleman, notice here, just read it, Mr. Nis, to the record, into the record.
and the reason why we adjourn and 3:30 is on record is
Yeah,
for
he
security
knows.
reasons. We can't sit beyond 3:30.
Like if one of your clients says he wants a comfort break, according to this gentleman, no, I must refuse. Or if one of your clients, like the other day, I think Mr. Mamalo's client, I don't remember well, was sick. And we had to adjourn because he had to be attended by a doctor. But this gentleman says, that mustn't happen. Yeah. No, but he says, once singene lango 10. You don't go for tea, you don't go for lunch, you don't go for comfort breaks. You press on.